All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Top of Off Cricket Podcast. I am your host, Kevin Henry, and with me, I got my boy them, Walter and Sam. And as usual, we talking everything West Indies cricket. As we speak, West Indies just got bowled out for, what's that, 139?
140.
140. With what I would call absolute brainless cricket. We lost 9 wickets, 9 of the 10 wickets. The New Zealanders didn't work for it. The only person I would say they worked for it is Greaves. Got a good delivery. The rest of them, they should pack it in because it was absolutely brainless. No one stood there and took any responsibility to put up a good score. Everybody was there for a good time, not a long time. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. West Indies have released a squad for the one-day series that starts on, I think it's Sunday. And 2 names are conspicuous by their absence. Brandon King, who we, in our quarters here, we expected him to be dropped. And the big all-rounder Jason Holder. And I can't understand that one, fellas. What is going on with Jason Holder? Why is he not playing any one-day cricket? We don't know if he'll be in the test squad. There's been some rumors swirling around, but as of now, he's not in the one-day squad. But we saw Brandon King. We saw that coming. Brandon has struggled for the better part of the year, where his batting is concerned. And I think he has been given enough chances. What'd you say?
For me, I'm looking beyond the ODIs. This seems to mean we're not seeing him in the test side, or is that a great leap in your view?
So here's 2 things. Brandon has played 4 test matches, right? 3 against Australia, 1 against India. Yeah. Would it be right to drop him from the test team?
No, well, so for me, it's not. I'm not saying that it's the right thing to do, but to leave him out of the ODI squad, what does he do? Does he remain in New Zealand, or does he come back home? Does he play in the Super 50? What do you think they'll do? I mean, it's a couple of weeks before the test series?
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks. When the test series starts on the 5th, is it?
December, yeah. So, right. So for me, it's just a question that, okay, is it that you're going to give him some more time to just get his head together? We assume Mr. Hurdle will be in New Zealand.
Yeah, he should be.
I see him on the list. Yeah, I see him on the team management list for the ODIs.
Yeah.
So is it a case that he's going to work with Brandon, and the idea is to just let Brandon chill, enjoy New Zealand, and then bring him for the test? Or is it that he's out to the test squad too? That's the question on my mind. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just asking.
I would hope he retains the spot in the squad. You understand me? Because you've got to give people chances. You've got, after 4 test matches, after you would have brought him in, and now you discard him after 4. And that has been the problem over the years with West Indies cricket. You bring somebody in, they play 2, 3 test matches, 4, whatever, and you say, okay, man, but your business, you didn't do the job for us.
Right.
And then the cycle keeps going on. So it wouldn't make any sense to drop Brandon King. I don't have a problem with him being dropped from the one-day squad, because he hasn't been performing in white ball.
White ball, right.
He was one of our better performers against Australia in the test series.
Of course.
However you want to split that, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was one of the better performers.
I just asked because the thing is, and I do take the point that fine, it's just 3 ODIs, so you can keep him there, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. But the question did arise in my head, like, what does this mean for that series?
But a lot of times, they have other players that are there. They're just not in the squad. You could see them around and practicing.
Got you.
I don't have a problem with them dropping Brandon King because
Mm,
for the last year he's only had one score
mm,
over 50. We had a 59 versus England in Cardiff. And then his next score he had a 44 versus Bangladesh. But
mm,
then for he's not been good. He has in the 50 overs
mm,
he had a few scores in the T20, but even that, like his past one, two, three, 4 games, he has not been good. He had a 62 and a 51 versus Australia, and after then he had a dip in form. So you're right. Maybe as Kevin said, I would keep him in the squad
mm,
and you said for the test series, but I wouldn't
mm,
because as we said, I've been talking. We have to have some consistency
mm.
and maybe have him train, make him work on his game, have him speak to hurdles so that he could clear whatever hurdles he has in his mind.
Good one, good one, good one.
Yeah, so um yeah, let's see what happens with the brother. I wish him well. He has some talent, and I don't want because as you guys we keep discarding people the minute they show anything. Hey, let them get rid of them, man.
Mm,
We like if like and a lot of the successful teams they don't do that.
mm,
They
mm.
don't do that.
Well,
What's
I wasn't even seeing it as discarding, but I was just wondering, the depth of which, okay, this fall off, right? Notwithstanding what happened in the West Indies when Australia was here. I mean, he had the highest score for both sides, right?
mm,
Um, I'm just wondering because is it the case that they had to sit down with him and had a conversation to say, okay, here's what we're gonna do? We don't know, as is usually the case. We don't know the full details.
I would hope that they did. I hope that they did have a conversation. But as
Mm,
I said a few programs ago, I did tell you guys that I think that and we've discussed it. Like I saw it at the end of the Bangladesh series, and you could see that like I'm as a man who's trained to watch at people body language, and Kevin even more so, and we're educators, and we could tell from a daily basis. But Kevin could also attest to that. He could tell that
mm,
he's not in the game. And I don't know, was this why when we said this why when we asked the question, is
mm,
Mr. Sammy lose in the dressing room? Because we've seen body languages among some of the players that are they're not necessarily, and it's not being this is not a diss
No,
or
it's not a
criticism,
deal.
it's just an observation that we've made.
I
mm,
since the Ireland series in the one day um side of things or the white ball side of things,
Mm,
Brandon to me has looked out of sorts. You understand me?
mm,
Yes, he hasn't looked this usual positive player that we see, and it has gotten worse when he was in Bangladesh. You could see it is just not there, right? That confidence that you see from Brandon King in the way he approaches his game, the way he approaches his batting, the way when Brandon King is stroking the ball well, the ball kind of pops off of the bat, right?
mm,
You're not seeing that, and I can see he's trying, and it's gotten to the point where he's now trying too hard, right? He's not letting it come to him, and that is where the problem, and that has affected his confidence. And we saw it in a couple of games in this series here, where the shots that he played, he just was like, "What are you doing?" But that usually comes when there's a lot of fatigue, right? Mental fatigue. I don't think it's a physical or technical thing per se, but more of a mental thing, right? The
yeah.
shots that he's played is like get out shots.
mm.
So I don't know. I would love to know, what was the conversation between Sammy and Brandon with regards to the way forward. I'm always a big proponent of the way forward. Yes, it's okay to drop a player, right?
Mm.
What are you telling him with regards to how you're going to get back in, right? What are you expecting from him? So that is the other part of it for me. I don't have a problem with him being sat down, with him being dropped or axed or whatever you want to call it. I think it might do him some good.
Mm-hmm. Get some rest for the test
And New Zealand is quite a lovely place too.
Yeah, you enjoy the lush green.
Boy. Yeah, man. Shay, I hope they talk about that,
Yeah.
Really nice place, man. So yeah.
But fellas, on the other side of things, Jason Holder is missing from the squad again, from West Indies one-day squad again. And I know a lot of people are going to ask, why no Jason Holder? What is the plan for Jason Holder with regards to West Indies cricket on the whole, in terms of Test cricket, one-day cricket, ODI cricket? Is he only going to be playing T20 cricket going forward? Is he only part of the T20 plans? Because I'm going to be honest. I look at the squad and I see his replacement there is Justin Greaves, right? I don't have a problem with Justin Greaves. I just don't think Justin Greaves can offer what Jason Holder can offer to the squad. I don't think he's a like-for-like replacement, if you want to say that. Right? I don't think he's a like-for-like replacement. Justin Greaves is a hard worker. I give him that much. His game his game has limitations, and he tries his best to work around it. But he's no Jason Holder. I would love to know what is the plan for Jason Holder with regards to one-day cricket and also Test cricket. I would love to know, because I am baffled. I don't see a West Indies team being as good as it can be right now without Jason Holder in one-day cricket. Walter, mute.
Steve Waugh did say he was the best bowler we have before he went to Australia, but I would doubt that. But anyway, yeah. Kevin, Sam.
The last time Holder played an ODI was November 10th, 2023. I don't know that we need to say anything more beyond that. Seems to be a clear move for somebody who at one time was like the only player in the West Indies that had a contract across all three formats, right?
Yeah.
At one point.
You know where that was, where he played, when the last time he played and the last time Puran played. This is when we got kicked out.
In Harare?
Yes.
Against Scotland?
Yes.
No, sorry. What am I?
Yes, in Scotland, in Harare. You're right.
Yeah.
2023.
Him, Akil Hussain, Nicholas Puran, they didn't play until Akil played recently against Bangladesh.
Yeah.
They didn't play any one-day cricket.
Sorry, I got it wrong. It's not November. My bad. I'm mixing up ODI and T20 there. So it was July 1, 2023.
And I look at this squad again and I see no Akil Hussain, but I see Kari Peer.
I don't get that. I don't get why but he didn't. Maybe he don't want to play. Maybe he has commitments. Remember, Banners got commitments now these days, you know. Other commitments we're seeing.
It could be. It could be. I'm not too certain what starts in the next couple of weeks, in the next few days, in terms of T20. I know there's a T10 league that's supposed to be in the UAE. There's a T10 league that I think Jason Holder and all of them will be featuring in.
Well, that's the answer to the question, maybe.
Right. So I'm not too sure, but I'm baffled. You know, I think Akil Hussein offers more than Carrie Pierre will. So there has to be something there, you know. Player X is not present, but West Indies cricket is not saying why. But you call player X up, player X being Akil Hussein, you called him up to play against Bangladesh recently.
Akil Hussein, the T10 league in Abu Dhabi started November 18th.
Well, that's in a matter of days. So he does have
yeah, and Akil Hussein is on the same team with the Nicholas Puran. And I'm sure if I look, and Jason Holder is also playing.
Yeah. So
that answers.
That would explain it.
Yeah,
that would explain.
And Jason Holder in this T20 league is his status on the team is platinum superstar. So you know that probably means that he's getting a top dollar.
Yeah.
Akil Hussein is at the 1, 2, 3 at the 4th level category A1. So this is not something that these fellas are don't necessarily give up. Isn't this a league that Andre Fletcher went for a lot of money, or is one of them?
No, so this is the T10 league, right?
The
T21 starts. The ILT20 starts.
The ILT20, that's the one that
in a little bit down the road, right?
Yeah, you come. Me and I tell you, you really vex for these boys for going and play, do what they're doing.
They're giving other people a chance to play, you know, or playing for the West Indies. That's another way to think about it.
The reality of is where we at, fellas. This is the reality.
But here's the other thing, though. So the Abu Dhabi T10 runs from November 18th to 30th.
Mm-hmm.
That means Jason Holder is should still be available for
test matches.
The test series. Is Brandon King in the Abu Dhabi? I think so.
I am not sure.
Let me check. I haven't seen his name. Romario Shepherd is in it as well.
But Sheppy's in the one-day squad.
But he's optional. Well, he's like literally to the bottom of the thing. So probably might make more money playing for West Indies.
Because Sheppy's name is in the ODI squad, and I'm quite sure Sheppy's is gonna.
Oh, that's why Ashmead Ned is playing as well. I think that's what they said, because he is gone to. That's why he's not playing for Guyana.
Oh.
Akim Ogist. Global Emergent 2.
Sure, for Rutherford is there too, and he's pretty high.
Well, both of them are in the one-day squad, so we got some conflict of interest.
So you got here T, Powell, and Puran as icons. And then for Platinum Superstars, you said.
Hey, you're forgetting the great Shamran Timaya.
Who's Shimran Etmaya? Nobody forgetting Shimran Etmaya.
Yeah, so you have to say put the great Shamran Etmaya.
Listen.
Andre Fletcher is out there to category A1. So this ranking determines how much you get paid, I suppose.
Yeah, that is what it is. But this squad here tells me that we lack depth. You understand me? This is what this squad tells me. We lack depth. And for us to be competitive against New Zealand in this one-day series, we're going to have to play out of our skins. We are absolutely going to have to play out of our skins. Shea Hope is going to have to play some of the best one-day cricket he's ever played. If West Indies are to be competitive.
Fellas,
Walter.
the top players in the Abu Dhabi T20 League is earning 450,000 US.
The T20 or the T10 League?
The T20, I put it the T20 League, sorry. I'm going to make sure. Thank you for correcting me.
Because the T20, I think it starts in January sometime, if I'm not mistaken. That's the IL T20.
All right. Alzari was in that last time too, I think, right?
Yeah, I think Alzari played the last time.
Yeah. That. All right, but here's the other thing too, fellas. The Shorefin field again tonight. What's going on there? Don't mean to give you more gray hairs.
So Ian Bishop said something, right? Ian Bishop said the less said about that shot, the better. The less said about Shorefin right now, the better. It was that horrible. 2 balls. 2 balls.
So this must be the first hurdle for Mr. Hurdle.
I'm guessing so. He has several hurdles.
This boy, because I don't understand it as a serious fall off. But you know, we had agreed though that we thought he would come in a little later on in the series. Maybe just game 4, game 5, just to get him started game ready, really looking forward to the ODIs.
But
it
doesn't seem like Shorefin wants to spend any amount of time at the crease.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know the previous which match it was. The third match. I think he started. I mean, what, 4 balls, but
you got to do better.
I was hopeful, like, you know, playing it right under the eyes, you know, like taking him time as like, all right, I've seen something, you know.
What happened after though?
Then yeah.
Every time he's batted, he's had time. Today he came in, he had time. He could have played time. You understand?
Right, because of the wickets which fall. In that over, there were like 3 wickets fall.
Yeah, 3 wickets.
Right? Ball 1, wickets. Ball 3, and ball 5.
Yeah, and he was one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the 5th over or the 4th over. I think the 4th over. I think it is.
I think it's the 3rd. I think it was the 3rd.
Was the 3rd? Whatever it was. You now look at that. You got.
Sorry, not 3rd. Sorry, the 3rd over for Duffy.
No, that was the 2nd over.
No, sorry, it was the 3rd over. 3rd over. Yes, sorry, 3rd over.
You essentially had 17 overs to bat.
Mm.
And you gave it away. I can't understand it. I can't understand it. Rovman Powell had damn near 17 overs to bat. Gave it away.
Mm.
Right? Matthew Ford had damn near 12 overs to bat. Gave it away. I can't understand it.
35 without loss.
I stopped. You know what me was stressing because I watching with them go and play T10 for them.
Anyways,
and according to them, man, salary is $340,000 I'm making and 220. Yeah, these for me I stopped straight. That's why me pressure the high early in this weekend. I have to get it.
So let's wrap it up real quick because we gotta run.
Yeah, we got stuff to do.
Like we said, where I stand, I don't mind Brandon being dropped. Right?
Yeah.
I honestly, and I think we unanimous where that is concerned, you know, it might be a good thing for him, right?
Yeah.
Now, does he go and play in this T10 league, make some money, and does he come back to the Test team? I hope he's not dropped from Test match cricket, right? I hope he's not dropped from the squad. Playing in the matches, that's a whole different thing. right?
Yeah.
I still do think he deserves to be in the squad. You can't just discard a man after he hasn't been that horrible. He hasn't looked like he doesn't belong, right? That would, if he looked like he didn't belong, that's a whole different story. But he looks like, you know, he has some things to work out and to wrap his head around, you know, test match cricket. The other thing is Jason Holder hasn't played a one-day game for West Indies since the World Cup qualifiers where West Indies were unceremoniously dumped. No one knows what's the plan for Jason Holder. There's no word coming out to the West Indies with regards to Jason Holder. There was some rumors going around that he might be in the squad for the test match series. The only time I'll believe that is when I see his name in the squad. That's the only time I'll believe those rumors, is when I see his name in the squad. Anyways, fellas, y'all got anything in closing? Well, I'm stressed.
Well, I'll be looking forward to next week, man. Super 50. Next week is 50 over international, 50 over Super 50.
That's the cricket on the horizon. Lots of cricket on the horizon in terms of 50 over cricket.
I just want Guyana to lose all the matches.
But the other thing, I forget Kevy Bay in the ODI thing now. John Campbell.
Oh, how could we not talk about John?
Yeah.
Right? How could we not talk about John?
I think he playing straight in him. I think he playing too.
He's going to play. He's going to play. He's going to play. You're not going to drop Brandon King, bring John Campbell and have him sit on the bench. You know, especially when you know that John Campbell can give you a start, because now he has the license to go after the bowling. Right? He has actual license to go after the bowling. And the last time John Campbell played one-day cricket for West Indies, he was successful. Right? I think that was.
And then the Super 52 also. Granted, okay, all right. I know our cricket not fit for purpose, but the point is, you still need to perform there.
Yeah, you have to, right? It's a criteria for making the West Indies squad. So the last time he played in the Super 50, you know, he made runs, right? I hope John Campbell goes out there and plays with freedom and, you know, make some runs. That's the hope for me.
I mean, the reality of the chances of winning this series is not. I just hope that we could actually win the series or win a match, so we could get some points. Other than that, as relates to anything else with this match we're watching right now, I have nothing more to say. They were just.
Well, to me, why you pressure on up anymore? Anyways, fellas. John Campbell in, Brandon King out.
Yeah.
Justin Greaves in, Jason Holder out.
Yeah. Next week it is.
Match, nothing else to say. Catch y'all later.
Next week it is. All right.
Yeah.